Break people, I break legs, I break spirits. That's my job.
You know, I come in here 100%, and I don't know, I'm pretty much a lion tamer.
I'll throw strikes, I'll kick, I'll knee, I'll wrestle, I'll do whatever.
I just get rid of the old and come with the new.
I'll show up, I'll do my job, and I'll take care of Tito.
Frank Shamrock versus Tito Ortiz for the UFC Middleweight Championship of the World.
This is beautiful Lake Charles, Louisiana, gateway to the Gulf, the 12th largest port city in the nation, generally known for its peace and tranquility. Let's take you back to December of 1997, when a young man named Frank Shamrock came out of the shadows of older brother Ken Shamrock, a UFC superstar.
Personally, I think Frank Shamrock might be the best athlete ever to grace the octagon. Tito Ortiz this past year is certainly up for the chance to knock Frank off. I'm excited. I'm more excited than most of the heavyweight bouts we've had. This is going to be a great fight.
Talked to Tito Ortiz. He said he'll come into the fight at about 217 pounds. Talked to Frank Shamrock last night. Asked him about marriage. Softening him, he said, marriage has made me meaner. There he is, Tito Ortiz, the challenger for the middleweight fight. There is the reigning middleweight champion of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, Frank Shamrock.
Frank Shamrock is the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world.
There you go, Kevin. You got him. Let's go right down. Bring him to the fence. Look behind him.
Shamrock. Oh my!
He's out cold. He's out cold. He dropped him on his head. He's out cold.
Frank Shamrock defends his title.
I'll do anything. I'll fight anyone. You bring them on. I don't care who they are, what they've done. I'm up.
He faces perhaps his most difficult opponent yet in Tito Ortiz. And with family, honor, and Lion's Den pride on the line, there's no question that Frank Shamrock means business. Call him cocky. Call him rude. Call him good.
2 straight wins against the Lions Den, and Ken Shamrock is upset.
Oh, I'd be upset as hell, too. I beat up on his 2 #1 contenders in the room. Kind of beat up the little alley cats and sent him back to the litter box.
Tito Ortiz had knocked off 2 of the best middleweight fighters in the world, who also happened to be 2 of Frank Shamrock's training partners and 2 of Ken Shamrock's proteges.
Very upset with the disrespect shown towards the Lions Den corner.
So tonight, Tito Ortiz looks to knock off another, albeit former Lions Den fighter, in champion Frank Shamrock.
As Big John would say, let's get it on. The Huntington Beach bad boy, 24 years old, 3-1.
There's Tito. Great stand-up skills, and what he's really done is been able to avoid submission. And I'm looking at a guy running around in bare feet.
Here he is, the middleweight champion of the world, Frank Shamrock.
Well, Frank is a submission master, a versatile striker who's really been working hard on both leg kicks and his punching ability.
26 and 24, 5'10", 6'2". Watch for the reach of Tito Ortiz, and that was his weigh-in weight at 199. He's about 215. There's a definitive weight advantage for Tito Ortiz.
Welcome back, the bad boy from Huntington Beach, California, Tito Ortiz. Frank Shamrock. Are you ready? Let's get it on.
The last time he was inside the octagon against John Lober. They've been waiting a long time to entangle. Respect, but no love lost. Ortiz delivers some shots. Shamrock trying to work the legs from the bottom, and now they're back up on their feet.
So he anticipated Shamrock shooting on him, kicking him.
Oh, look at the flexibility and mobility of Shamrock. He's spinning out of that.
He is such a... He was looking for a submission there. He's trying to tie up an arm. And look at him. He's just always moving. He may not get up, but Tito spends a lot of energy trying to keep him down. And
Tito trying to work inside Frank Shamrock's guard. Oh, open hand. But still, is Shamrock trying to listen to the advice of Maurice Smith. Shamrock trying to work up to his feet.
He's going to keep him down.
Ortiz impressive here in the first round. Oh, a strong finish to round one for Tito Ortiz.
And here Frank got behind, Tito got behind Frank. And these two guys are good. Whoa, Frank coming up high.
He's trying some different things, working the game. And down he goes again.
Tito is not having his way with Frank. He is finding it difficult to work through Frank Shamrock's guard, and he's spending a lot of energy down there. Tito's working hard, but he's not getting a lot of scoring in, though he is controlling the action.
Frank, a couple of shots. 8 seconds left. Frank trying to lift up his opponent, Tito Ortiz. Now he works the back. They both continue to go. Oh my!
Bang, and now he's going to come up. Nice job there by Shamrock to get to his feet, but Tito continued hanging on to the legs, and this is what killed Paul Jones earlier. Hanging on down below, carrying your own and your opponent's body weight.
Third round.
Oh,
a high kick again by Frank Shamrock. That's an element we haven't seen inside the octagon from Frank before. There's a knee, that connected.
Right there.
Oh, that right connected. Frank was working the backside of Tito, and Tito snuck through.
Whoa, he gave him his back, and Tito not moving up. Frank immediately going back to guard.
There's the true athleticism and technique of Frank Shamrock. And they're on their feet. Oh, that one got him. Left jab. A big bomb from the outside. Frank with an uppercut and a combination.
And Tito's really breathing hard here, but he's still a great takedown artist. He gets him down. Frank is now in charge of the Lions Den, where he feels he's babysitting, and it's impeding on his own personal progress as a fighter. He then leaves and forms the alliance, and suddenly a Frank Shamrock middleweight champion is born. Here Frank, Tito almost riding him in a wrestling position. Tried to go to his back and then eventually up onto his feet. And those kicks are starting to leave an impression. Nice left stiff jab. And Ortiz's output has slowly dwindled. And like a racing crew, it's a team effort. Everybody's got to do their thing. And Shamrock now walking into Ortiz and striking, but it's now Tito's turn. He returns to the double leg. Those are all missing. Every one of those elbows missed. They're right in front of us, had a clean view of it. Each one missed. And a reversal. And now we're going to find out what kind of stamina Tito Ortiz has.
Shamrock trying to end it, and Ortiz shoots it again.
Shamrock might go back to it.
15 seconds, working Ortiz still.
And he's down.
It's over. Frank Shamrock retains the middleweight title.
It looked to me as though Shamrock felt conditioning was going to be a factor. He stayed active in his guard throughout this fight. He constantly made Tito Ortiz work. Here you see him doing that, and he eventually came up, and once he got up here, I felt that he really had to press the fight, and he did. He stood toe-to-toe with Tito, and Tito resorted to what he needed. I think it started draining Tito quickly, and right then and there when he started punching, and you could see Tito's hands tapping the mat.
And still, UFC middleweight champion of the world.
Well, it's always good to be back in the octagon, fighting for the fans and getting a little blood out. It went well.
Frank, do you feel you're the best athlete ever to grace the octagon?
By far. Nobody trains harder, trains smarter, is more prepared, or has better people behind them than I do. No one's going to beat me ever till I get bored of this game.
Congratulations, Frank. You deserve that title.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks to all my fans out there. You guys are awesome.